Okay. Hey, boy. Today I'm playing Half-Life Opposing Force again. I'll just make sure my face cam's moving. Yeah. Yes, and today I'm playing Half-Life Opposing Force again. And last time we played, we had a rather disturbing radio message from our fellow soldiers. And notice how I changed my spray paint to a splat design. And curiously enough, this wooden box underneath the radio is indestructible. I guess that's so that we can't cause the radio to fall on the floor by destroying the box under it, eh? And yes, last time that we played, we had that distressing radio message from our fellow soldiers telling us that they were under attack from a huge, ferocious worm creature, and that they were in dire straits and in desperate need of help. So, before we go to aid them, let's check for supplies in this area. Seems like this door is blocked, doesn't it? So that we can't get through it. Just checking to see if the ladder's destructible. So there was nothing up here either. Seems like we can gradually force our way up here through our sheer strength of will. Is this destructible, this grating cover? No, it doesn't seem to be at all. I'm having a bit of more trouble turning me point of view than I have in days gone by. Makes me wonder if the paper that got stuck under my mouse onto my laptop in order to enable me to move it more easily is getting dirty, maybe. And yes, as you can see, our way out of this place is blocked by this moving fan, which will presumably chop us up into little bits and pieces of minced meat, maybe. So, we must find a way to bypass it by turning off the power. And now only the fan from up above is still working. But it's of no consequence to us. So we can just head on through this vent, make sure we've got our goggles turned on, our night vision goggles, as we press on down the vent. Oh, I'm stuck again, and I was deliberately going slowly as well to try and just try and avoid that, but yeah, I'm gonna have to reload it, I think. Yeah, so let's do all that more quickly this time. And the reason I'm reloading it this time is because the chapter name changed just then. The chapter name changes during loading screens. Yeah, see? Pet Worm's Nest is where we are now. It's a rather sinister... Did you hear that disturbing sound? It's a rather sinister chapter name, isn't it? G. Manny Hernandez! What are you doing up there? You need to come down here and help me. I mean, I know I'm in muddy water and all, and you probably wouldn't want to get that suit dirty, but you've got to think of the greater good here. Must be wearing an Armani suit or something for him not to want to get his hands dirty, eh? First time I ever got to this part of the game, I was scared just being in the water. Without a chapter name as Petworm's Nest, I was worried that there'd be like maybe lots of pitworms, or that the pitworm would be small, I don't know, or that the pitworm would be small and it would be in the water with me and it'd like attack me and freak me out with its sudden attack. But as it happens, I was just being irrationally scared when there wasn't really much cause to be all that scared. Wonder what this is supposed to be, a kind of compacted mass of junk or something here. Oh no, we've marked it with our spray paint. Solder it doesn't seem quite so barren and disgusting and unwelcome. So where we fell out of? Oh yeah, it was from that vent up there that we fell out of, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay then, it's time to press on. Is there anything we can see under this water, by the way? Like any secret supplies? Doesn't seem like it can get quite low enough. Well, I can hear a bit, like maybe the water's a bit deeper here on this side, but it's tough to say. I've made that wooden box look like it's been splattered by a bull squid's toxic spit, haven't I? Whoa, I didn't realise that if you broke up this box, just little bits and pieces of it broke at a time. And because I'm a completionist, naturally I'm going to be destroying all of it. Well, yes, I don't think we need to destroy those last little bits and pieces of splintery shards of wood. Well, looky here. A bull squid making its sinister gargling sounds. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the rather humorous thing that I did in the main game. Of blasting a bull squid up its bottom with a granny. You still don't know I'm here, do you? Let's see if we can splat it into non-existence in the one fell swoop. Hiya! Yes, we did it. Just as it was turning around to see us coming, just like in a horror film. When the victim turns to see the killer, much too late to save themselves. Anyway, on into Waste Station 01, Toxic Disposal Basin. And let's hope that those sounds that we're hearing are actually a rather cranky ally of ours, feeling flustered at being in this rather labyrinthian complex that is colloquially known as the Black Mesa facility. and that he's feeling flustered at not being able to find his way out of this place, eh? Black Mesa Waste Processing Area free, authorized personnel only, eh? Well, no, that looks rather disgusting, doesn't it? Oh, so this is where, this radioactive ooze is coming from, eh? This pipe that's leaking. Intriguing trees, Batman. Okay then, let's head on up the ladder. Good thing that this grating is sturdy, isn't it? Whoa, I've never noticed before that pool of radioactive sludge is leaking into this grating. So it's like the problem posed by this leaking pipe is gradually taking care of itself, and this has stopped leaking now. I never knew that happened either. Yes. So let's head on up this very high and long ladder and see what we can do. Oh, dearie me. It would seem all of our fellow soldiers have unfortunately died trying to take care of whatever unpleasant customer is making these rather horrendous sounds. This is the price that they get for their failure. They get the evidence left by their corpses destroyed, so that no one will know that they were ever here. I'm gonna show off and walk like a ballerina on this slippery and rounded pipe for a bit. Because falling would more than likely hurt me a lot. And now, very dramatically, I'll get on this ladder like that. And no, I didn't panic just then. I was just doing it for dramatic purposes with the change in the tonality of my voice. Goodbye, soldier corpses, and goodbye, Sergeant Corpse. Well, would you just look at all the blood in here now, and all the body parts? I hear water. Time to run. Get off the ladder and run, yes. Oh no. Pet drones are here. Yes. I won without getting hurt just then. Are your corpses destructible? I know I do this every time I come across... Oh, we've got a destructible one here, I think. Oh no, I just destroyed the other one, didn't I? So the other one's corpse was destructible, but this one's isn't. Or maybe it was just hitting... Maybe I'm supposed to hit a part of the ground that's like just a little bit away from their corpses, but no, I can't be bothered trying to find that out. So yes, let's proceed onward and see what we can do about that monstrosity in there, since it can't be hurt. No sirree, Bob, it can't. Not by our more conventional weapons, no. Did you see me neutralise that poison dart in midair with an electrical discharge then? And he looked like he just did a split when I killed him. I just neutralised his darts in the air again in midair with my trusty electrical discharges. Why do they make a kind of barking sound when they get hit? I'm wondering if maybe the reason why the poison darts get neutralised by the discharges from this electrical energy weapon. Oh, another destructible pit drone corpse, eh? Does this hurt me, by the way? No, it doesn't seem to. Disposal access, eh? Curious, and curiouser. Yes. I wonder if we're getting to a point now where, if we're getting to a point where maybe the makers of the game realised that the pit drone corpses weren't destructible, and so from this point on they corrected that error, hey? I'm sorry, Otis, but your corpse has got to go too. After all, fat corpses leave a lot of evidence. And yet I was wondering if the reason why the electrical weapon that fires those electrical discharges is able to neutralise the poison darts from the pit drones is because of how the shock troopers that use those electrical weapons seem to be like higher in the race X pecking order compared to the little pit drones. Flush toxic waste, eh? And have you noticed how the word waste has stay at the end of it? And how I call myself Steve the Great? Oh, yes. Although it's not very fortunate for me to have part of my name in a word like waste, is it? So let's erase that, shall we? Waste flush, gearbox and valve. Isn't there a clever play on words, eh, baby dolls? With how Valve Corporation made the main Half-Life game and how the company Gearbox made this expansion, eh? Are these windows breakable, by the way? Oh, yes. Don't want him looking in here now that we're broken that window, do we? And we can open this door from the other side, which I couldn't previously open, so we're enabling lots of openings into this previous chamber with a stairway. For if I want to pick and choose which way I get into that room, well, let's head on through door number 2 now, the primary pump gearbox doorway. Plus we oh, never mind. I was going to say we get to go further away from that creature and its rather disturbing sounds that it's constantly making. Yes. And sometimes I've wondered if with how these shock troopers seem to be higher in the pecking order of race X than these pit drones, sometimes I've wondered if these pit drones are kind of like attack dogs compared to the shock troopers, which are like the race X equivalent of human soldiers, kind of. meaning these pit drones would be like the equivalent of attack dogs used by soldiers in war sometimes. But who knows, maybe I'm putting too much into this with my comparisons, eh? Maybe my comparisons are just crackpot theories. What do you say, Otis? Well, your opinion doesn't matter because you're dead, Otie boy. Yes, so let's head on down this ladder now quickly, no, carefully and gingerly, I might add. Nothing on this platform. And there's a soldier corpse down here. Fortunately, it's not the soldier zombie variety of corpses, though. But let's destroy it anyway, so that he can't shock us by possibly suddenly coming back to life. Suddenly opening his eyes and scaring the living daylights out of me. Oh, I see an alien, a pit drone. What was coming at me without taking a shot at me, without firing at me from the distance? I didn't necessarily anticipate that, baby dolls. This pipe seems to be emitting a kind of curious humming sound. Intriguing trees, baby dolls. I wonder what kind of viscous liquid could be flowing through this pipe. Hopefully nothing toxic or radioactive, eh? Hiya! Any supplies in this warehouse-looking chamber here, I wonder? I see a filing cabinet. Why are the clanking sounds of my monkey wrench so quiet all of a sudden? Am I just imagining it, or has some kind of a setting changed or something unbeknownst to me, which I might have accidentally triggered, in which case I'll be wanting to change it back to how it was. I seem to be full on whatever kind of ammunition this is. Depleted uranium, eh? Sounds like this box. Whoa, I never knew that box was destructible. I mean, these look hard and metallic, these boxes, don't they? Well, they sound hard and metallic anyway, so maybe that one that I destroyed was wrongly textured or something and it was meant to be a wooden box. Look, gratings here. I wonder if this could play a part in what we need to do later, I wonder. And you know what places like this remind me of? They remind me of the ultra scary Quake 2 taking place on the planet Stragos, inhabited by a scary race of humanoid cyborgs, which added to their numbers by surgically altering other humanoids and turning them into cyborgs by doing such barbaric things as cutting their arms and legs off while they were still conscious and replacing them with mechanical components and brainwashing them, mind controlling them rather, to force them to be loyal to the Strug course, which involved attacking and killing members of innocent races to try and create their food out of their victims, which was called Stroyant, I believe. So we're getting close to the punk gearbox access now. Out of order, no such thing as out of order when you're a technical expert like me. Barnacle up there, eh? Not for much longer. They can be kinda disgusting, can't they, barnacles? The way how when you kill them, they appear to regurgitate things that they've eaten not so long ago, maybe. Fleshy things that they might have eaten. Living beings, for that matter. Let's make a heroic and brave jump across this radioactive sludge so that we don't get killed or hurt. And take a ride in this very aliens-looking elevator. You could expect to be attacked by a savage xenomorph in this elevator, couldn't you, eh? Oh, more petrol. Oh, it stopped before I could. It stopped when I was preparing to double-barreled shotgun it in the face. I don't take kindly to being tricked like that. I got that one nice and swiftly, though, didn't I? After failing miserably to one-shot this particular Pedrone. Yes, his body is indestructible. Is yours? It seems so. And now, is this window breakable, by the way? No, it would seem not. And now, if we press this button, the boxes get crushed into debris. And you have to stay here, by the way, because there's a glitch in the game, which if you try to go back that way too late, while the compactor is in action, the game seems to think you're actually in the compactor, and you get crushed into nothingness, even though we're clearly not in the path of the compactor. It's strange how that works out, but then again, welcome to the wacky world of video games, where such statistical impossibilities can occur. Seems to be an invisible wall there preventing me from getting under there, or maybe the pathway just isn't large enough to accommodate a human passageway. Human passage, yes. How inconsiderate of it. But now we have access to this grating here. So let's take a plunge, shall we? Going deeper underground, aren't we? Nothing under this body of water. So let's head on up through the only way we can go. I always find it kind of sad breaking this glass where it's nicely marked with quantities of whichever liquid is about to fill this place. Oh, another bull squid. I always feel proud being able to take out a bull squid with two well-aimed double shotgun barrel blasts. They make a bit of a mess with this bit attacks, bull squids, don't they? Well, this door seems to be out of action. So that's where I think of that door for being so unreliable. Anything in this water? It would seem not. Up we go. Outtake and intake, Gary, and just opposite each other too. Emergency override. Well, this seems like an emergency. Oh, this place is being flooded all of a sudden. And I was distracted by my OCD, so I need to panic and get out of here. There we go, and I didn't even start drowning. So, yes, I'm glad I managed to do that so fast. Now we just wait for the water to rise up enough for us to get back up into here. And now we press on through this doorway and back this way. Up the ladder again. Got to pass the big pit worm again. Didn't like me shooting it in the eye, did it? Although it didn't hurt it. Either. Uh-oh, don't be firing at me though. Why can't we be friends? Oh, more patrols too. It's quite strategically sound to attack the pit drones when after they've fired at you in that period between shots, isn't it? So that you can blast them with a double-barreled shot in between their shots. Quite a nice and convenient way to take them out, I do feel. Up we go now. See what other horrors await us. Aren't I elite, baby dolls? Sorry, soldier, but in the name of eliminating evidence. That's the chamber of the pit worm again in the... Another How does that work? Do I destroy that corpse while attacking this one? Their corpses seem incredibly glitchy. What? I knew I'd figure it out in the end. Just takes trial and error and experimentation, doesn't it? Seems to be getting a bit mad in the pit worm, doesn't he? But now we've done what we need to do, so we can turn the steam vent on. And while he's down there, seeming confused, we can use our barnacle to attach to that biological matter and get over there. Oh, he's seen us. Time to run before he can hit us. Now that we've done what we need to do in there. Hi there. Any last words? Okay, he's still got a bad attitude, so let's say goodbye to him. Flush the waste away, computer. Oh, he hit me, the little newbie, the big newbie. So yes, say goodbye. It's sad, I know, to cause a sentient creature such pain and agony, but these are desperate times, Sonny Jim. And desperate times necessitate desperate measures. So yes, now that I wonder if using my new technique I can destroy this corpse by attacking the floor that's close to it. Oh yes, yes, I done it. See, I'm a genius, aren't I? Hey, baby dolls. I wonder if that works on all of the Pedrone corpses and that they aren't indestructible after all. Isn't it so much nicer without the big pit worm there, not making its incessant growling sounds, so that we can concentrate and hear ourselves think. Bridge control is operational now, so we can extend the bridge. And get across this viscous radioactive sludge. Seems to be quite hot, doesn't it, with the steam rising? And yeah, let's head on out of here. Sewer access, eh? That doesn't really sound like where I want to be. And now that we've made it to the next chapter, Foxtrot uniform, I'm gonna save the game. And I'll come out of the game and stop the video. See you all next time, baby dolls. Bye.